So we are about to start. And Johnny, by the way, people can listen to us right
Oh
now.
yeah.
I
All
think so.
right.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, little context. We're going to talk about very important news today. And we are live in Facebook. We are YouTube Live. This is being broadcast to our expat community in Sarana's group and in the expat community group and in as many places as we can. Hello, hello. This is Pablo Arias with International Relocation Partner. And I'll let Johnny introduce himself. Johnny, I know this way. Johnny, uh,
Hey, how you guys doing? Pablo,
we're
how's the week going?
very busy, crazy. I've been saying this, and this may seem like a joke, but I'm about to send a memo to like the groups and everybody that reach out to me that we won't be able to take another appointment for consultations for I think for the rest of the month. So very busy people like they wanna know how to cheap things, and I feel bad because I want to help everybody, but sometimes this is hard. Uh,
You're human, right,
um,
Pablo?
but I have a team. But I mean, right now we're short on people. There's some of them are in vacation, so it's kind of like a crazy month. Now let's get into topic a little bit. We're gonna talk about what's going on in Costa Rica. We're gonna have some blackouts. The energy needs to be saved, and we need to know what to do. Johnny, can just give us a little context of what we're gonna be talking today.
Well, Pablo, thanks a lot for having me on today. You know what? One of the reasons why I reached out to you with this is because a lot of people depend on electricity, be it your air conditioner, your PAT machine. It could be oxygen, a lot of things. So, in being that I work in healthcare, a lot of times it was concerning that, hey, you know what? We're getting to the date, and nobody's really put a big emphasis on this, except in the media sometimes on the Spanish sector. I think that a lot of people should know that, hey, you know what? Coming May 13th, that they're going to start doing blackouts. These blackouts are going to be starting at 5 in the morning until 10, and respectively in the map you can see where your blackout is. And we need to be aware of that, Pablo, because you don't know the people, your refrigerator, we rely so much on electricity that we just got to be prepared.
All right. Like there is a lot of information out there, but it's mainly in Spanish. And one of the most important things that I want to touch is people are asking. Like I was just checking on the expert groups, Saralena's group. Is like a lot of people are asking. They're sharing pictures, and this is important for the entire community to share. So if you see information about this, where this is happening, it's good for you to share. And we appreciate you guys if you guys, let us know and let the groups know because it's for all of us. I seen some people commenting, and I have seen also people inquiring about this. The first thing I want to share, and maybe you can share more, and then we're going to share some links with other websites where people can search for this. Is this website? I want to show the official website for the uh, Institute of Electricity of Costa Rica. Um, sharing my screen, and sharing the official website. And they created a page where they, you know, show some of this. And this may not be up to date, but we have other websites. And you need to understand in Costa Rica, uh, the ICE oversees all the electricity. Like it basically this is the institute that oversees the energy creation for the country, but it's also the electricity is also divided into other small companies. Some of them are government companies, some of them are private, some of them are a mix. Depending on the region you are in, the institution that you're getting the electricity may be different. But this, if you go to ICE, so grupoice.com, they have a page that says suspensiones eléctricas. So electric suspensions program, electric suspensions. And on this website, it shows a list of, where is this going to be happening. I was playing with this the other day. Earlier. You can do by province, Cartago, so you're in Cartago, you do Punta Arenas. It looks like it's not there yet, but it shows me here Guanacaste is showing me Tuesday. So this is, what is this? September. So this might only, this is not for today or anything. I don't think so,
No,
right? This is like for
what they
uh
said is after May, starting on May, right before May 13th, you're supposed to get a notice from the provider at least a day before and give you the outages times if you're not within the ESA sector. So the provider themselves have to notify you at least a day prior and let you know what that outage is going to be and how long.
all right. And you were sharing with me some of the other websites. This is one, but it's clearly not showing. And this is the thing, guys. In Costa Rica, a lot of these things, when you're dealing with government entities, information is not updated. But basically, what you're telling me, Johnny, is they're supposed to be sending you a memo before, one day before, but a lot of people need more time. That's kind
Oh
of,
yeah, that's why we're having this conversation. So people are aware to start calling your providers to say, hey, you know what? When's my outage going to be? Am I affected? How many people are affected? Because they talk about that they're going to affect 640,000 people, give or take, and a lot of that is related to the GAM, which is the central part of the country, and that area is going to be covered as far as the rolling outages because of the fact that not everybody has the regular flow of water, because being that the hydroelectrics, which with the rainy season provides plenty of electricity, not everybody has blessed to be in a certain area where it rains all the time.
so what I'm going to do is we're going to share on the comments of this, we're going to share the links of the websites for each and every institution within Costa Rica that offers electric services. That's what I'm going to do that right now. You'll see it on the screen in 1 minute. These are the websites, and some of them will have the information on the website itself.
Hey Pablo, why don't you put up
Go
the
ahead.
map that I sent you on the country, the way people can see also the country itself. There's a map that you can see. It's divided by it's regionalized on who covers what area in the country.
Okay, let me open that up, and I let you explain that to us in a moment.
While Pablo's getting that, think about this: is that you guys have to prepare for these type of outages. If you're in a particular area and you're having products that need electricity, or your refrigerator, know that your refrigerator does have a type of insulation that you can be out a period of time and you'll be okay. Just what it is just don't leave it open too long, because then you're letting that air go. As far as your air conditioners, the good thing about this is that hospitals, main institutions, manufacturing in certain areas will not be affected. This is more for the population and residential. So, but keep that in mind. So if you do require, you're going to be in an outage, and you do require, you know what, go out and do some shopping. There's going to be some places that you can go, and AC will still be working. And we encourage you, you know what, get out and maybe see the country. Come see Pablo in the country in San Jose. Maybe he wants to move some stuff or talk. You know what, you get into Pablo's AC, or you can come see us out here in San Carlos. We got plenty of water here. We're pretty blessed to have a lot of water, so a lot of our AC will be working. So if you want to get into different areas.
See, this is I guess it's an interesting thing to say. For Costa Rica, for the most part, tell me if you can see the map.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Costa Rica, for the most part, we do not have this many issues, right? It's not something that really happens as often. But every now and then, and this is, here you share this with me. People can see on this counter. So every now and then, we have some of these instances, but it's not very common. At least in the Central Valley, it's not maybe once or twice a year. Maybe in San Carlos there is more frequency where you are, or maybe in other places in the country. But I remember when I was growing, I'll say 30 years ago, when I was 10 years old, I remember there is some. We were used to this many years ago. It has improved a whole lot. And what do people do? What would people do? People will get ready. Of course, having your lamps, your batteries charged. Back then, we didn't have lamps. We had what do you say, candelas?
Oh,
Candles?
candles, candles.
Yeah. So we used to have candles all the time, a little stock in the kitchen or in our pantry with candles, and it used to be a fun night for kids. If you are 10 years old, I was like, oh my god, it was even fun to have.
Oh, definitely.
So I think everything is a little bit of an attitude, a little bit. It's just how you take things. Prepare yourself. Make sure you have something to eat that doesn't require the microwave. Maybe some tune-up, things like that could make this thing easier on you, and it's supposed to be for a short time. It's supposed to be super brief. So now tell me more about this map,
Well, you
Johnny.
know what? This map is going to cover the eight distributors of electricity in the country. As you can see on the map itself, majority is covered by ICE, which has providers in each area. But there's a lot of sections that are taken care of by smaller electrical providers. Like I'm in San Carlos, so I'm part of Copelesca, which is a cooperativo, which is where that orange portion. That's where actually
That's here, up
part of
here.
right. That's a part of the country. But there's smaller sections in that, like Guanacaste is a lot of ICE, so you tend to have that. And then Guanacaste is supplied by the river, the lake of Arenal, which comes down through to the electricity that's supported for that section of the country. Now, Pablo, you talk about what was before. The country has evolved into a way that used to be is no longer, but it still has its hiccups. But you know what? You have to really talk about a country that has renewable energy as almost as primary source of electricity. It's something to be applauded. Yes, the electric bill is not quite so low, right, Pablo? But
It could be. It could. Honestly, today I just pay 15,000 colones. I don't think that's much, but I don't use AC, and I'm also. I put all those links in the comments if you guys can see it. But when you do it, you can link in the comments.
Pablo, Pablo, something that I do to save on electricity is that I have a gas dryer. Do you have a gas dryer?
Yeah,
A gas.
I don't. I don't use that as much. Everybody's lifestyle is a little bit different. I do have a
Yeah.
kitchen that is gas, but I'm a lot on the street. Sometimes I'm in Guanacaste, sometimes I'm in Fortuna. So
We're on the
and
road.
it's only, yeah, and then there's only me and my mother, which is she just cooks a little bit, and we don't use AC. This is a bit kind of like a decent sized house. It's not a small house, but because we don't use AC, we don't really spend a lot of money.
Well, if you're so, Pablo, getting back to the map, if you're looking at this map and say, hey, you know what, this is where I'm out of the country, this is my provider, reach out to them, be prepared is probably the most important thing for this, to be knowing what's going on, when it's going to be the outage, and know that, hey, you know what, who's in charge of that area. And then you can see them individually. You would get this as your electric bill. Now, maybe you don't pay electricity. Maybe ask your landlord, hey, who's our provider? And they'll let you know and say, hey, what's your rolling outages? Or even be part of that community group that everybody's talking to each other to know what's going on next.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna put those links on this recording. I'm gonna share this in our expat Facebook group, theexpatcommunity.com, and we're going to be sharing this in other Facebook groups in Costa Rica. To me, it's always, it's important to have a great attitude and make this an opportunity to do other things with your kids. Just spend time instead of watching Netflix. Just get a little candle and play, a Monopoly or something at home with the family, or Uno or maybe cards. Have fun. It's gonna be a short time, and then prepare for it. Just prepare for it, and let's all ventilate information when something like this happen. Make sure you share that with our group. I'm happy to post this. Hey, this is happening. We have no light on this location. Well, I'm happy to share that information on our expat groups. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, Pablo, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Well, hopefully everybody listening to us here, you can take advantage of this information to be better prepared for this Costa Rican outages here. I'm Johnny from Johnny Knows Costa Rica. I do healthcare most of the time, but you know what here? What's important is for you guys being informed. Pura vida, and always be safe.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Take
much,
care.
Johnny. It's always a pleasure.